Hi everyone, it's Brad Filipponi from BoxBrownie.com. Today, I'll be showing you how to create a virtual tour of this 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in real time. To do so, we'll be test driving the Insta360 ONE RS to see how it performs when shooting real estate. All 360 images taken with this camera will be then edited using our 360 image enhancement service before building it into a virtual tour. Can't wait to test this camera out. So let's get to it. All right, everybody, let's get this 360 tour started. So I have the Insta360 camera on my monopod. We are ready to go. We're gonna hide around in the kitchen area. Of course, 360 photos pick up everything, so you've got to be very mindful of that. Our pre-photography checklist is a great thing to get houses ready for obviously 360 tours or just normal photography. So I'm just gonna scan around the app now and make sure I haven't missed anything. That looks really good. I'm gonna press the shutter button. The Insta360, much like all the 360 cameras, they have their own app built in. So that becomes like your remote control for the camera. That shot has been taken. Now let's have a look on the screen right now. We're looking at the raw photo. So this has not been edited. Right now, next on the screen is the edited version. This is using BoxBrownie.com's 360 image enhancement. And then now let's look what that image looks like, that edited image looks like inside a virtual tour. As you can see, you can scroll left, you can scroll right, you can look up, you can look down. The end user controls the virtual tour, so they feel like they're in control. So that's that first shot taken. So we've got a few doors. So I'd always recommend having doors open. In this particular property, we don't have access to some of the rooms. So what we're gonna do is, our next shot here is the bathroom. What I want you to notice is a couple of things. So we've opened up this window to create space. Obviously, if you have it shut, it doesn't look as nice. So it creates that nice breezy open feel. You've got beautiful greenery outside. The second is the camera is right in front of the mirror. So don't worry, because that all gets removed in the image enhancement process. If you're editing your 360 shots, like any professional would, that all gets taken out, so you don't even have to worry about it. That's under the standard enhancement service. So once again, I'm just scrolling around this image really quickly, pressing the shutter. As you can see, the camera does all the hard work on site, and then BoxBrownie.com does all the hard work afterwards. So on the screen right now is the unedited image straight off the camera. All right, so let's have a look at the edited 360 image via BoxBrownie.com. And last but not least, let's have a look at that edited image inside the virtual tour. Pretty cool, right? You can see that perfect window detail outside. You know, that camera reflection from the mirror has been removed. You know, the image is light and bright and it's looking great. So next shot, it's really just like rinse and repeat, ladies and gents. So, you know, the hardest and most time consuming part is really just getting your camera, placing it in the middle of the room and then walking out. So that's really all a virtual tour is, you know, placing literally this camera in the middle of the kitchen. You know, you can put it left or right, it doesn't really matter. I'm always just a big fan of middle of the room. So once again, I'm just scanning this shot, having a look for anything. You'll see some fridge magnets there. They get removed once again under the standard edit. So they will be removed. Everything looks great. We're taking a single shot today. The shot's done, so it's pretty quick. So on the screen right now is the unedited image. Once again, straight from the camera, no editing at all. Now let's have a quick look at the edited image. You know, all your colors, your contrast, you know, everything is just balanced. Every shot's looking the same. And then now let's have a look at that edited image inside the virtual tour. So let's scroll around. Once again, you're gonna notice those fridge magnets are removed. That is a standard edit inside the 360 image enhancement. One of the many Photoshop tasks and photo editing things that gets done to your imagery. Cool. So let's grab that camera and we're just gonna rinse and repeat, team. I think what I'm gonna do next, we've got a bedroom over here. So there's a few things I'd love to point out about this bedroom. Obviously, all of our lights are on. And obviously, we can't get into the middle of this room, which is not a bad thing. So all I'm gonna do, Where do I want to go? I'm probably just going to go here. Right here. You can put the tripod or monopod here. You could put it here or you could put it over there. It doesn't matter. For this room, I'm just going to put it here. We do have a reflection here in the mirror, so don't worry, that all gets fixed afterwards. We'll go roughly here. Cool. We're going to walk out of the room and just do what we've done earlier. Pretty easy, right? So we'll keep coming a bit more, Mr. Cameraman. That's great. I'm just scrolling the room. Once again, I've got the door open in that room. It just creates that nice flow inside and out. Everything looks nice. We've actually got a TV screen on, in this room. So I've just captured that shot and that shot's done. So it's that quick. So it's pretty quick to do a 360 tour. So now let's look at the unedited image on the screen. And then now let's have a look at the edited image via boxbrownie.com. Last but not least, we're going to have a look at that edited image inside the virtual tour. So we're going to scroll around. You're going to notice, obviously the TV screen is now replaced. There's a nice landscape image on there. We're going to scroll out. You're going to notice outside that window, it has been enhanced. So it's a very rainy and overcast day here today. So that all gets fixed outside the window. That shot looks really good. So I'm just going to roll back, pick up that camera. Next, my shot is just going to be here next to this dining area. So I'm going to get this here. So I'm going to take 2 shots in this area. I'm going to go one roughly here. My reasoning is I can see the bedroom door, I can see the other bedroom door, and I can see the toy room. I can also see outside. And I can also see the kitchen very clearly here. So that's where obviously those hot spots get created. It shows flow in your virtual tour. Okay, my camera is nice and straight. We might go down to this bedroom over here. Once again, all I'm doing is just scrolling through the shot, having a quick look. It looks good. Yeah, that way, Mr. Cameraman, I just saw you in the shot, which is so important. This is exactly why you need to always proof your shots, especially if you're not home shooting this yourself. If you've got other people inside the house, animals, other people, etc., it's best you don't have them in the shot. So cool, that shot has been taken. So right now, let's have a look at the unedited shot directly off the camera. Coming at you next is the edited image from boxbrownie.com. And once again, let's have a look at that edited image inside the virtual tour. Pretty cool. I love virtual tours. Still very popular today. A lot of people thought they were just for the pandemic, but look, they have really tested time. They're such a great tool. And when you can create virtual tours yourself from just $16, why wouldn't you give it a go? Cameras are getting cheaper and cheaper. Cool, so that shot has been taken. What we might even do, we might go outside for our next 2 shots. So obviously it is raining today. So we still wanted to shoot this video just to explain to people, A, don't try shoot virtual tours on a rainy day if you want outside shots. It doesn't happen. You can't do an umbrella trick like you can on normal photos. 360 pick up everything, so please don't shoot in the rain. We're going to shoot on all the undercover areas we can. I'm going to go roughly here. It's a little bit of a slope, so I'll just make sure my camera is fairly straight. As long as your monopod's not bent over in some really crazy angle, the shots will be taken quite nicely. Got a cool flamingo pillow. I'm just going to show that off. That looks good. We're going to go inside and hide again. We might go in the kitchen area. I think that's way out of the shot. 360 cameras see everything. Come on. Here we go. Bit more. Cool. So I'm just going to check this image. You're going to see, obviously, it's a very rainy day. Everything looks good outside. Pressing the shutter. As you can see, we're quite the distance from the camera. So the Wi-Fi will still pick that up. That shot's taken. So the Wi-Fi range is very good on this camera. But we're really good sort of close to 10 meters, I'd say roughly, if not a bit more, through a wall. Wi-Fi still works great. So let's look at the unedited image right now, straight off the camera. You know the routine. Next up is the edited image. Obviously 360 image enhancement from boxbrownie.com. And now let's have a look at that image inside, the edited image inside the virtual tour. You're going to notice any highlights have been darkened. Obviously all the contrast is brought back. Obviously we've got a really faint white blank sky. All the sky gets replaced in image enhancement as well in 360. So pretty cool. What I'm gonna do, just to show the viewers, a couple of angles outside, this is our only undercover area. So it is raining, not really hard, but it's very consistent. I don't want to get my 360 camera wet. I would not recommend it. I'm gonna go roughly here so we can really show people how good the image enhancement is. Obviously, if this grass was dead, we can, or had, I suppose it just wasn't looking its best, we will replace the grass as well in image enhancement. This shot here looks good. We're gonna go back inside. We'll fix the grass, we'll fix the sky, we'll fix the contrast, saturation, all that type of good juicy stuff to make your photo stand out. We'll come roughly here. Here's good. I'm just doing my usual shot, having a look around, everything looks good. This shot's really gonna show off how good the blue sky replacement is, obviously on the overcast day. You'll find the ground will be wet, but everything else is gonna look really good. That shot's taken already, that was quick. So let's have a look right now on the screen. First up, unedited. Straight off the camera, no enhancement at all. And now let's show off how cool the edited image looks. Wow, what a difference. Honestly, like every professional photographer edits their images, you should be no different. And lastly, let's have a look at that beautifully edited image. Obviously, was a rainy day, now not. And that's what it looks like inside the virtual tour. Classy, right? Very cool. So I'm gonna grab the camera. We might get one more in this TV area just because we can. We'll finish up in the main bedroom. And that'll be a really good testament on how nice this camera shoots real estate. And of course, how easy it is, you know what I mean? Cool, so I might do the bedroom first. So middle of the room for me is roughly here. And middle of the room, obviously, put it the best way, the best space you can really. As middle as you can get is what I was probably trying to say. Cool, we are out of the shot. Doing my scan. One thing I didn't notice, and I might go back and do just for the viewers, I'm actually gonna open up this door team. So opening up the doors will always make the space feel bigger, and it just creates a nice flow. It doesn't make it look as boxed in. So I'm just gonna show that off. Cool. So that's why it's always great to review your shots on the app, because you might think you have the house ready, but when you view the room in a different aspect, e.g. on a screen, you do pick up other things. We're looking good. Just hit that shutter, waiting for the app to capture the shot. It's done. So let's have a look at the unedited image. That's what it looks like. What we're looking at now is the edited image. Looks pretty cool, looks pretty cool. Last but not least, here is our edited image inside the tour. Once again, that view outside, the contrast has been brought back. It's looking even again. That TV, that TV screen, once again, has a nice landscape image on it. Just creates a bit of life in the shot. All of our lights are on. The doors are all opened up. All important aspects of shooting any virtual tour. Cool, so we're just doing the main areas today. I'm not gonna worry about the toy room here, but what I am gonna do is put another one here. It's gonna be quite a nice sort of contrast from shot to shot. We can still see that room here quite clearly. You can see the main bedroom we were just at. We're looking good. We might even hide back down where we started, down here, because I know it's a safe spot. Doing my scan around. Everything looks good. Gonna hit that shutter. We're pretty much at opposite ends of the house, but the Wi-Fi range is that good. But let's have a look. So on the screen right now, we're looking at the unedited image. Now we're looking at the edited image. All that outside sky has been replaced. Obviously the windows have been brought back as good as possible. The TV once again has a nice image on it just to set the mood. If you had a fireplace, the fire could be lit. There's lots of things image enhancement does. So let's have a look at that now inside the virtual tour. And look, as I said earlier, you can look up, you can look down, left and right. Virtual tours are a great way to showcase any property because, hey, you know, the house can be open 24/7. Unlike an agent, you know, most people have busy day-to-day lives. Virtual tours are a great way to showcase any property. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is how you shoot a real estate 360 virtual tour. Pretty easy, right? All you need is a great 360 camera like the Insta360 ONE RS we just used today, a monopod, and of course your smartphone as the remote. If you haven't tried boxbrownie.com before, I'd love to offer you 4 free photo edits, so please click that link on the screen right now and follow the prompts. If not, love to see you on the next video.